What's the biggest catering about that you've made out of this location, like dollar-wise or head count-wise?
Head count-wise, it was 600 people. Dollar amount probably like 7-8 grand total. The total work.
Welcome to Philadelphia, a very popular city for gig economy apps. Today, we'll be hanging with the team of an app called Dlivrd to see if we can get some gig worker questions answered. So put on your seatbelts and let's go. What is Dlivrd?
Dlivrd is a white label delivery technology that connects brands, mostly restaurants, with order demand with independent contract delivery drivers all across the US and Canada.
Why are catering deliveries Dlivrd's focus?
Originally it was the focus because nobody really did it or did it well. Businesses had projects for it. Even like technology-wise, we had to build kind of like tech around it because everything was designed for the on-demand, the deliver it and deliver it now. So we created some tech to handle more of that pre-scheduled order volume, and we found it was just better for the drivers. We could send out orders in advance. We could give higher earnings because customers were tipping more or the delivery fees were higher. And then selfishly for me, my day was done around like 1 or 2 o'clock. So we focused on it really in the beginning as like a work-life balance for me. And then it was better for the drivers as well.
How many markets is Dlivrd currently operating in?
We're currently in about 150 markets across the US and Canada with plans to continue expanding into various markets, possibly other countries, while continuing to grow our market share within the 150 markets we currently serve.
What are the top 10 markets?
Top 10 markets for us right now are Boston, New York, Philadelphia, DC, Denver, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Dallas, Austin, Nashville, and we'll throw Houston in as number 11 because we can't forget about them.
How does your system determine who's the best driver to dispatch an order to?
That's a two-part answer. We have our AI, Frederick, which is assigning orders and meaningful routes to drivers based on availability, proximity, equipment, and vehicle size. And then we also have our team of people here in the ops team that are speaking to the drivers on a day-to-day basis. So they're also able to assist in assigning these orders based on preference, based on the driver's capabilities, on what they like to do, partners that they've worked with previously, the types of deliveries that appeal to them. So there's a little bit of both.
And what does a crazy or busy day look like at Dlivrd?
A crazy or busy day at Dlivrd looks like a lot of orders, a lot of communication. There's phones ringing, there's our internal communication channels going off, talking with drivers and clients, restaurants oftentimes as well. So it can get hectic, but it's a lot of team communication.
Have you taken any deliveries with Dlivrd?
Yeah, so I take at least a delivery every quarter. It's part of our programs here is that every Dlivrd employee takes one delivery per quarter. We call it the Connect to Core because deliveries are at the core, right? Catering deliveries especially, it's the foundation of everything that we do or have done here at Dlivrd. And for me, I'll also jump in here and there when needed. So if there's a last minute cancel in the Philadelphia area and I'm in the Philadelphia area, then I'll jump up and take a delivery just because it helps continue to move the business forward. I'll do the same thing if I'm in a visiting market as well.
Are all the offers that drivers receive, do they have tips on them?
A big misconception, a lot of things we see like in our driver support line and online is this order should have a 10% tip, and all catering orders always have 10% tips. And unfortunately, that's not the case. In the business world, a lot of times customers don't tip. Actually, 40% of orders we see come with low or no tip.
What are some challenges that you may have faced in this position?
The biggest challenge that we face as a team, and it's something that we discuss from the day our team members are hired all throughout our training process, and it's ongoing, is how do we connect with the drivers and how do we make sure that we understand what it is to drive in your market. You know, we've launched a lot of new markets, and they're all different, from the traffic patterns to the busy times of day to the gas prices, the distance between pickups and deliveries. Those things affect our drivers daily. Weather patterns are a concern. We certainly want to make sure that everybody is safe. So really getting to know who our drivers are in the market and what they need to be successful so that we can assist them. I think that's our biggest challenge.
There's one particular time I was helping a driver track down a payment that went missing. It wasn't anything he did wrong or anything we did wrong. It was more so a technical issue. And I was able to rely on my 10 years of banking experience to help track that down. Typically, banks have different processing times, different ways of doing things, and we deal with a ton of different banks. So with my knowledge, I was able to help figure out where that payment went, where it was hung up, and how to get it properly to that driver.
The next question is one of the most important questions, so if you're a driver, I suggest you pay attention because it's regarding getting reactivated if you happen to get deactivated for inactivity.
The best way to get your account reactivated is just reaching out to our support line. You can reach us at 1-844-515-2932. Just shoot a text message or phone call and let us know your name and that you'd like to be reactivated. We can pull up your profile, see when you were last active, your last delivery, and anything we have in your profile, and then we'll reach out to you either via phone call or we'll email you and get you back on board.
So is there anything you would like drivers out there to know, or anyone that might be interested in Dlivrd, something that you would like for them to know moving forward?
Yeah. I would want all driver partners that are with us currently, all prospective driver partners, to know that connecting you to high quality earning opportunities is our #1 priority, always. It's one of the concerns that we hear most from our earning partners is that there's not enough delivery opportunities for them. And I think it's important to share that we are constantly evaluating new client partners that will meet your standards, that will create an opportunity that makes sense for your talents, right? So we may not always be able to connect you to the volume of opportunities that maybe you see on other delivery platforms, but what we really want to be known for and what we stand for here is creating high quality earning opportunities for you.
So to summarize everything, Dlivrd cares about a driver's time, safety, and earning experience on their platform. They are in some major markets and are continuing to expand. So if you've never heard of them, you will soon enough.
What's probably the busiest catering day of the year? I'm gonna guess Cinco de Mayo. Okay.
And that's for all of our locations. Cinco de Mayo, every store probably got about 8 to 12 orders. And that's just on the lower end, but it's Cinco de Mayo for sure.
Yeah.
Whether it's foot traffic or catering, that's our busiest day.
The purpose of this entire thing was to see what Josh's market is like. I saw a lot of valleys, hills, valleys, what he saw as traffic or something. I'm like, that is not traffic. And he was ready to say, yeah, this is traffic. But you know, the whole thing is, it's totally different. It's almost like night and day from my market comparing it to his market. And I want to shake your hand, brother, and say thank you.
I appreciate it for coming up here.
Thank you, brother.
I wish we had had more time, and we could have I could have showed you different parts of the area. Could have got some more good footage.
But in all, you know your market, you know how to make the money that you make, and who am I to tell you what you can and cannot do in your market? Absolutely. And your shirt says it, just do it.
Do it. You know it.